What is up, guys? Wunzy Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to get into a Demon Hunter guide, post-nerf Demon Hunter guide for specifically single target, because the AoE is just kind of there. I can go over the AoE rotation and all that stuff, and I will in this video. But I just thought I'd bring you guys a nice little guide that is coming after the quote-unquote nerf. So my last video was made the day of the nerf. So there was... I was a little upset about that, like every other Demon Hunter, but the nerf was warranted. Like I said in that video, it definitely was coming. Anybody that was playing the class could see that that nerf was coming for sure. We were just a little bit out of control. I mean, it was insane. It was just absolutely insane. So anyway, here I am with another build for you guys. So we're going to start this video. We're going to go over rotations, enchantments. We're going to go over all that good stuff. So first of all, we are going to start with the gear that I am working with currently on my Demon Hunter. And like I said, we're going to stat priorities, rotations, talents, artifact traits, all of that good stuff. So this character is an 860 Demon Hunter with what they are wearing, with an 863 maximum level if I put everything that's max eye level on, but not everything is catered for this, for Havoc. So the enchantments that I have, like on that cloak, I have 150 agility. That needs to be 200. The agility enchant on my server right now is 28k for 200 agility on cloak. I have the mats, and I'm just not going to pay 28k for it. You'll notice that my mastery is a little bit low and my crit is high. There's a reason for that, and we will go over that in the stat priorities. That's a debate that a lot of different Demon Hunters are having right now with each other, and that's just it's like a torn thing in the community. So it's kind of funny. So I'll give you guys my take on it and what I think is better. All right, stat priority from the top to bottom is agility, crit, versatility, haste, and then last is mastery. So again, there's a lot of debate for that. A lot of people, they build with a more mastery heavy build. I don't want my mastery to get over 13%. I want to get my haste to 18%, so that changes what my enchants and gems are doing. And then I want my crit just to be as high as it can be. If you can have crit on everything, you want to do that, except for your trinkets. You want like either haste or agility trinkets, or one haste agility trinket. The one you really want is the Chaos Talisman out of Violet Hold. If you can get that mythic, oh yeah, it's great. Alright guys, for enchants and gems, a lot of this depends on where your stats currently lie and the build you're going to be going with. So Mark of the Hidden Satyr, that is not your top neck enchant. The top neck enchant is the Mark of the Claw. I got the Mark of the Hidden Satyr for free from a friend. It's just an 845 neck, so I haven't changed it yet. I plan on replacing that any moment now when something drops. For the cloak, you want the 200 agility one. Again, like I said earlier, I have the mats for the 200 agility one. I gotta find the enchanter to do it for me. They're 28k right now in the auction house, and I'm just not gonna pay that when I have the mats for them. So I'm just waiting. I just got the cloak earlier, so it's not like a huge thing. For your rings, again, since I'm not at 18% haste, I'm going with the plus 200 haste in each of those just to get me there. And the same thing with the gems. I'm going with haste gems just to get me to 18% haste. If I were at 18% haste, then those are all going to be crit, because crit is the one, you're going to benefit the most from crit. But like I said, Mark of the Claw for your neck is definitely the way to go. Alright guys, these are the talents top to bottom that I am taking. It's your generic one. It's the same one from the last video. I am seeing that there is a discrepancy or a change you're going to do at the level 106 talent, depending on the boss that you're on. If you're in raiding, momentum to me is very good on like the bosses with ads like Il'gynoth and all that kind of stuff. The spider boss momentum is really good on, but Nemesis I think will take the cake in the single target fights. So I like Nemesis against Nethendra. I like Nemesis against Ursoc and all that kind of stuff. I think that Nemesis will take the cake there. So to me, it's one of those abilities that you're going to be switching in and out depending on how the fight dictates. But from top to bottom, this is what I'm doing, and I absolutely love it. And that is why I put haste on a little higher priority than I see others. Now, for the artifact weapon itself, I've seen some videos and people go to Rage the Illidari over at the end. the gold ability that I don't have. To me, that's absolutely wrong. Fury of the Illidari was nerfed, so to me, you're going Inner Demons first. Inner Demons is so good. Chaos Strike is your spammable ability when you're on pretty much any fight. Chaos Strike is the ability you're trying to get to, and it gives Chaos Strike a chance to summon a demon that comes down and slams the ground, and when it crits, it does like 500,000 damage. So it's just absolutely nuts. Then you're going to work your way up to the Anguish of the Deceiver, which gives your I-Beam a like 2-second dot on them that when it blows up, it does like a minimum of 250,000 damage. Now that's with my mastery, which is currently 9.78%. So if you have a little higher mastery, it's going to do a little more. With the nerf of Fury of the Illidari, I don't like going to Rage of the Illidari as your first gold. For your relics, the ones you really want are the ones that increase your Chaos Strike critical strike damage, or the ones that lower your cooldown on Metamorphosis. Those are the two best ones to get, if you can get them. Obviously, it's tough to get what you know, but I have one of each here. I just need to get a third one of either one, and those are the two best that you can get by far. For the rotation, before you go in to engage the boss, especially if you're in a raid, you want to use your pre-potion. So if you're using a potion in the Old War, you want to take a potion before you get into combat with the boss. The reason why you do that is so you can use 2 potions during the duration of that fight. Typically, you're going to open up with Metamorphosis, pop Chaos Blades, and then you're going to immediately go into Fell Rush. Now, a lot of bosses, it's okay to Fell Rush through the boss in the beginning. A lot of times they don't do their cone attacks or their cleaves, frontal cleaves or anything like that at the beginning. Normally that develops throughout the fight. But typically you want to learn how to do your strafe Fell Rush, which is super easy. You're still going to hit the boss, but you're going to be strafing along the side of them. A lot of raid bosses are big, they're long, so you can strafe Fell Rush just fine. All it is you press your strafe key and you Fell Rush. Now I was one of those guys, I completely didn't even have a strafe key for a while, and I brought it back just for Demon Hunters for the strafe Fell Rush ability. So for the last part of this video, guys, I'm going to have gameplay of me actually playing with some of the buffs that I was talking about. So buffs for your Demon Hunter are your food buff is going to either be crit or haste depending on where your haste is at. I've been kind of switching in between it, playing around with it. Like sometimes I'm at 17% haste, so I'm okay to just do crit food. But if I'm at like a lower haste, I usually will bring haste food. But those are typically the only 2 food you want to bring. If you're doing the mastery build, you're probably going to bring mastery food. But like I said, for me, it's only crit or haste food. For the flask, you're using Flask of the 7th Demon. It gives you like 1300 agility. It's really good. It's really the only option right now. For your potion, you're going to be using Potions of the Old War for your DPS increase. That's what you're going to be taking there. And then as far as anything else, that's pretty much it. You can use Defiled Augmented Runes, but keep in mind that those Defiled Augmented Runes, they do go away on death. They do not persist through death, so they can get kind of expensive. But if you want that little extra 375 agility, that is where you're going to go with your Augment Runes. Just to add on a little bit too to the rotation portion of the video, with I-Beam and Throglaive, you're going to be using both of those kind of like filler abilities. Your I-Beam, if you have the Anguish of the Deceiver, your I-Beam becomes a very viable single target ability, more than it even was without Anguish of the Deceiver, just because it gives you that extra 300-ish K damage, especially if you have some sort of haste buff going on. You use Eye to Deceiver them and it puts all 10 stacks on them, like literally the snap of a finger. You absolutely I-Beam them. So you use your Throglaive if you have no Fury to do Chaos Strike, or you Vengeful Retreat it out, so that way you're doing something. You run in, you're throwing your glaive. By the time you get back and you reset onto them, you can melee again. So your Throglaive is used as a filler ability because it doesn't cost you any kind of fury or anything to use, as well as it applies Bloodlet, which you want to have on the boss at all times if you can. So these clips, again, guys, these are just us doing +2s, farming for 3 chests, trying to get a legendary. We actually got our Hunter a legendary, and I didn't get it on film. He was pretty stoked. He got his best in slot legendary. So it's really sweet. As far as I know, this is the best way to get legendaries right now, is through the bonus chests and mythic pluses. I'm not sure if that's confirmed yet. I've heard that the Wither training scenario has now taken the cake for that, but yeah, sure. So this is a different Black Rookhold fight, by the way. It's different than the first one. But hope you guys have a freaking fantastic day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you out, please go ahead and hit that like button and that sub button. I'm going to upload more and more videos as the days go on. If you guys have a suggestion or you guys want to see a video, let me know. Like I said, I have currently only 5 classes to go that I don't have at 110. I think the next video is going to be a Protection Warrior video. So we're going to retouch up on the Warriors, but it's not going to be Fury or Arms this time. It's going to be Protection. Anyway, guys, hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will catch you guys in the next video. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah, but I wanted to get up to the 4 and 5 stacks. Just fell off. It would have been dead 5 seconds earlier.